In today's video, we are going to talk about tourism infrastructure in India versus China. So let's begin. Hi guys, welcome to another video. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing well too. So today's weather is very hot and humid in Shanghai because it's a summertime, so you can see it's very hot. Before moving on to video, if you guys are new, please go and subscribe to my channel and share my video with your friends and family. You can also support me by buying me a coffee and you can give me a super thanks, anything. Please support me. India and China focusing specifically on their tourism infrastructure. Each country offer a unique blend of culture, history and hospitality. Let's talk about China first. Stereotype about China, including concern about food safety, pollution, crowded cities, and language barrier, may influence travelers' perception toward safety and comfort while visiting the country. China consistently ranks amongst the top tourist destinations globally, attracting millions of visitors each year. And this year you have seen a lot of visitors visiting China. Let's have a look. China invested heavily in tourism infrastructure, including modern airport, high-speed train, and world-class accommodation. Safety measures such as surveillance cameras and emergency response system are often well developed in tourist area. China is a country which is rich in history and culture, which attract a lot of tourists globally. Tourism plays a significant role in China's economy, contributing the job creation and the regional development. So let's talk about the transportation network. Efficient transportation is crucial for a seamless travel experience, and China's transportation infrastructure is known for its efficiency. The country boasts an extensive network of high-speed trains connecting major cities like Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou with speed exceeding 300 km per hour. Airport in Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, Shenzhen serve as an international gateways. China's road infrastructure is also very good, like having lot of expressway and lot of scenic routes which traveler can experience. Next point, I would talk about safety and security. Safety is top priority for tourists, and China is considered to be safest place for tourists. The country has dedicated police and emergency response system to ensure well-being of tourists. Measures to prevent scam and ensure public safety contribute to a positive tourism experience, allowing traveler to explore China's cities, countryside and cultural site with confidence. China implements proactive measures to prevent crime and ensure public safety in tourist area. Surveillance camera and enhanced security patrols are deployed in popular tourist destinations. Another point is digital tourism initiatives. In digital age, China enhanced the technology for better tourism experience. Virtual tours of landmarks like Great Wall of China and lot of famous places. Many tourists in China find that their experience in China exceed initial perception with memorable encounters, breathtaking landscapes and cultural discoveries enriching their journeys. Now let's talk about the India tourism infrastructure. India is diverse and dynamic country, natural beauty and spiritual enlightenments. India's rich culture and history attract a lot of travelers each year. India's tourism infrastructure has seen a significant improvement in last few years. There are still some drawbacks and challenges that can impact the overall tourism experience. So let's talk about that. The number one is transportation network. India's transportation system is extensive and expanding to meet the demand of tourism. Major cities are connected by a network of airports like Delhi, Mumbai, Bengaluru, offering seamless travel for international visitors. While major cities and tourist hubs have well-developed transport networks, rural areas and remote destinations may have inadequate road infrastructure, poor condition, traffic congestion, and limited public transportation can make travel challenge. The other point is sanitation and hygiene. Cleanliness standards are vary in different parts of Indian cities. Some cities you may see a lot of cleanliness, but some cities still lack of cleanliness. While the efforts has been made to improve the cleanliness in different cities, especially in the tourist spots, some areas still lack of facility like waste management, cleanliness to meet the international expectation. Next thing I would talk about tourism infrastructure is safety and security. As I told, safety and security is topmost for every country. Most of the Indian cities are pretty safe to travel. If you have local tourists or you do some research before traveling, then you feel little bit safe. Tourists are advised to exercise caution, especially in crowded areas, and to stay informed about local safety advisory and precaution. Security concern in certain regions of India can impact tourist confidence and safety. While most tourist destinations are safe, you might have seen some incident where safety is concerned. So it is advised to do well research before traveling to any place. So in India there are some places which is safe, some places which is unsafe, and it's like the same in other part of the countries. In comparison with China, yes, it is less safe and less secure. In China you will feel more safe and secure while traveling. You can walk around in the night, especially as a woman. Till in India there's a safety concern. Despite of these challenges, there are many tourists who visit India each year. So it's not that challenge. Yes, there are a lot of improvement needed. By approaching travel with openness, respect and awareness, tourists can enjoy rewarding experience in both countries. I'm going to share few of the experience.
Regarding this were like, which country is more modern? Is India more modern? Is India behind China? What are your thoughts on this? And my thought is that, well, it is very, very obvious that China is more modern than India. That is just a fact. I have been to China a few weeks ago. I spent more than 1 month traveling all around the country. I visited, I think, 6 or 7 different cities, including some smaller rural areas. And I think it's just a fact that China overall is more modern, cleaner, more organized. But this doesn't mean that I didn't enjoy my time in India. Yes, India can be a bit chaotic. India is not really the cleanest place in some areas, not all areas though, I will talk about that later. So it is just the fact that China is more modern. I receive many negative comments whenever I mentioned something not so good in the videos. For example, I remember the video where I took a train from Delhi to Agra, and then I mentioned that there is lots of trash lying on the railway tracks, and I didn't even judge that, I just mentioned that. And you can also, I think, see that in the video that there's lots of trash. So I just mentioned that because I want to be honest with my viewers. If you travel to India after seeing my videos, I don't want you to have very different impressions after you saw my videos. So I'm not sugarcoating my journeys. I'm showing the reality of what I see there. So of course I mentioned the trash, but there were many, many negative comments insulting me for mentioning things like that. Also, especially on Facebook. I'm also posting my videos on Facebook and on TikTok. And yes, there are modern areas in India as well. I showed some of them in my videos. For example, in Delhi, I showed Aero City in Delhi. I visited the Cyber Hub. These were very modern areas. So these modern areas do exist in India as well. And I'm sure there are plenty more that I haven't visited. But the reality is, based on my experiences at least, these areas are very small and just a small percentage of the whole city. Delhi is a huge city, and the majority of the city does not look like the Aero City, for example, or the Cyber Hub that I visited and showed you in my Delhi videos. Whereas when you visit a big city in China, Shanghai, for example, Guangzhou, Beijing, Xi'an, they all look very modern in most part of the city. Sure, there are also some less modern areas in Chinese cities, definitely, but the majority of the city is pretty organized and modern. So I think it's just a fact that China is more modern. But accusing me of showing only the negative side, showing only the chaotic parts of Delhi, when I clearly probably also showed the good sides in other videos, like the Cyber Hub, the Aero City. I showed nice parts as well, but yeah, these people probably only saw the one video that I filmed in Old Delhi, the stereotype chaotic Delhi. And many comments asking, hey, why don't you go to this area or that area? Oh my god, you missed so many cool places. Don't only visit these cities. But well, this was my first time in India, and usually when you go to a country for the very first time, you want to see the famous places, right? You want to see Delhi, you want to see the Taj Mahal, you want to see Mumbai. These are probably the three most famous areas to visit in India if you're coming there as a first-timer. Problem of India from a foreigner perspective is probably the trash situation. Yes, there are clean areas in cities like Delhi or Mumbai, but the majority of the city just doesn't really look that clean. There's trash lying around. People, I saw so many people urinating on the streets. Like, other people told me of like people doing their big business also on the streets in India. Personally, I haven't seen that, but I see many men urinating on the streets. So that is of course not smelling nice, and then yeah, a lot of trash lying around. Like I mentioned in the train video when I took the train from Delhi to Agra, it was sad to see that there are so many like huge mountains of trash lying right next to the railway tracks. And yeah, that is not something that I just saw once or twice. I saw that a lot, and I think that is the biggest problem that India should try to solve from a foreigner perspective. But the hygiene standards, at least at the street food places that I saw, were questionable, let's say it like this. And I traveled to many countries before, and usually I eat a lot of street food. If you are following my channel for a while, you probably know that usually I eat street food everywhere. But in India, to be honest, yeah, I didn't really dare to be honest. Maybe I was a bit too careful, and I'm sure I missed a lot of good food by not trying street food. But it was just, yeah, the hygiene standards are different compared to, let's say, Southeast Asia, where you can also find a lot of street food. Opinion about the safety in India is, I overall felt quite safe in India. Okay, I am a man, I'm 1.90 meters tall, way taller than most locals, and also I didn't really go out late at night in India. But during the day, I actually felt quite safe everywhere. Of course, I'm a bit cautioned, like pickpocketing can happen, people trying to scam you. These things happens or can happen in every country, not only in India.
So you can mention in the comment section in which country you want to visit and why. I will wait for your comment, and I will see you in the next video with another good topic. Till then, bye bye.